Hey everybody, Koosemose here with a brand new game. We are taking a look at Legend of Keepers today from Goblin's Studio. It is, think of kind of a blend of Darkest Dungeon and the old Dungeon Keeper game. I do have a save I've been kind of playing around with on my own just to kind of get a feel for everything. But we are going to start a brand new save. And we're going to take a look at this game for probably the next week, maybe two, depending on how far we get with it. So let's go ahead and create a character. We are going to go ahead and skip the tutorial. I'm kind of reasonably familiar, at least as familiar with it as the tutorial is going to make me. Alright, so we start off with, we've got a talent tree. We start off with no points to do anything with it. There's also info, which I suppose will give info on our character. There's also game mode. We can kind of set everything. We're going to go with just the default. So I'll try to explain things as we go. So first off, we do start off with a stronghold encounter. Let's go ahead and jump right into that. And I'll kind of try to explain things as we go. So we start off prepping up. This will be setting up our monsters, our dungeon and everything. So we've got the three heroes we have to defend against. And this is kind of the setup of how they go. First, it's this will change from level to level. This one we've got monster, trap. We can choose a spell to cast, another trap, more monsters, and finally us, the master. We can look at the characters. These are their resistances. So, we might want to consider, like, he has a weakness to ice. Well, this guy, he can only hit the back or area. Area is decent, but, well, he has really low ice, so actually that might actually want to, in fact, go with him. The other thing to consider is front, physical damage. Front is where it hits. It's 30 physical damage, and applies broken armor, which reduces armor. So we might want someone with high armor in the front. That's not really him. He's pretty good. He attacks the front with physical. That's a little questionable. But I think that's actually what we're going to probably do. And we know what everybody attacks. Okay, nature, so that's good. And you attack area with fire. Ooh, that's going to make him a little iffy. Does it 20 fire damage? That's not that bad. We'll take roughly 30, I think is how it works. So we can stand up to a few. So we're going to go boom, and that hits everybody. I'm going to put him next. And how is your nature resist? Mostly they're pretty good. We can hit area though. I think I like stacking up poison on everybody. So then we get to set up a trap. I'm fond of the circular saw. And we get to choose the spell as it comes up. Alright, so we can either demoralize and morale, or morale and enrage our monsters, which you can see below it says damage and morale dealt increased by 30%. So that's probably what we'll go with. Okay, so we've got a bit more to choose from. What are you? You are a skeleton magus. Does fire in the back? It's not that great. Don't really want to do morale. This is probably going to be our go-to. Our options are a little questionable for our second row. Or for our second set. So they also have skills that they typically get to start off with, which are not the greatest. Okay, yeah, the fact that he's almost dead is not great. He may... Yeah, he's not going to get to go, actually. He's going to die to the fire beforehand. Yeah, that is nasty. Alright, so we cleave for the front. And hope we can get one more attack out of this. I mean, optimally, we'd like to have... maybe we shouldn't have brought the ice guy at all, but he seems so well suited to fighting them. Alright, now they get by the saw, which does some damage and applies bleed to all of them. bleed is each turn they take a bit of damage. The more bleed stacks they have, the more they take. Alright, so you have high fire resist. You guys are already going to get enraged. You know, actually, does that stack? Maybe I should have went with that to double enrage my guys. Because it says 10 plus times 3, so if I had more stacks, that means I would be dealing more bonus damage. That might have actually been the way to go. Okay, so we've got tiredness on the front. When do you go? You go way down here. Or we can do Gust, which will move my guys up. Which seems pretty nice. Around, we don't want that. Let's hit him with bleeding. Ooh. Yep, so our... Yeah. Wow. Do we get another attack? Okay, we get... Well, we might as well do the area. Because it'll kill the front, weaken these guys. And now, well, I guess you get to see the master fight. Alright, so again, they get their starting skills. So we can do enslavement, which will do a little bit of damage and bleeding to everybody. Or we can do physical damage at the front with whiplash. We can also do morale, which is the purple bar below, but since we've barely touched that, probably what we want to do. And since we can kill both of them with that. Alright, so rewards. When you kill a hero, you get some amount of blood. If you scare them off, basically, if you drop their morale, they give you tears, and you get some amount of reward. And some kind of pick reward. You can either choose just more money. You can choose a skeleton soldier. I've had them before, and not a huge fan. Maybe it's just I haven't used them well. It's hard to say. The ice skeleton I kind of like, so we're going to take him. Alright, and this is our motivation. So, everybody that died lost 2 motivation. And we can go here to look at this. We don't really have much in the way of options anyways. But we can put them back in the garrison to let them heal that up. As I understand it, they have to be out for an actual defense before it heals up. You can't just put them in there and have them heal as we go. So I think I want to look at more monsters. Alright, all monsters in the group gain enraged. That's pretty nice. What does the mortar do? It's a trap that hits the back. I mean, I do like the idea of another damage trap. Or we can do the Flame Eater monster. I mean, we can get... we can afford to get all of these, actually. I don't think I want all of them. So we get an area attack that does fire damage and adds stacks, 2 stacks to the penalty with the most stacks applied to the target. I generally do like him. I'll try the mortar. I've not had one before. I don't think I'll get the dog. Alright, we can no longer afford the engineer because we spent most of our money. Let's see, suppliers offering some human thighs to feed our employees at a discount price. It would greatly reduce your feeding expenses, and you know that the management would grant you a sweet satellite bonus. So that gives us $4.90. That's pretty nice. We can do the Alchemist, which transmutes between blood and tears. Alright, and our Goblin has gained a level. Alright, so since this has gone fairly quickly, we'll go ahead and get a second fight in and see how it goes. Alright, so this time we start off with a trap. Move the monster's spell. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a mortar. There's one very particular reason for that. If they get this far, I want to have the circular saw to apply bleeding to them, because if the master uses his main attack, you can see it there at the bottom, it's 80 physical damage and regenerates the master's life by 20% of the damage dealt if the target is affected by bleeding. So I would like to have bleeding on them, anybody remaining, before they come in. So we'll go this route. And I would really like to have guys that can apply penalties in an area. So we've got him and do slowed. I mean, I could... How's your nature defense? Decent, actually. Your physical's not great. And they're going to be hitting... Let's see, what are you at? Nature, you're pretty darn good at that. And hitting the back with arrows. Planning on putting him in the back. That's decent. Yeah, I think I'll probably go that route. And then him and him. Seems pretty nice. Now, this set of monsters. How's your fire defense? Not great. And how's yours? Because I might get to you. And let's go with you. And I kind of like the Harpy here, just because of the speed up and slow down. Can give a better chance for my monsters to get hits in. Alright, and as planned, we're putting the circular saw here. So, if we're lucky, we've got a fair bit of damage focusing on that bat guy, especially starting with this. Excuse me, did you just ignore that? Is that a skill you have? Dodges the effect of the first trap. Well. Oh, and that's not good either. Are we going to get a shot off? I don't think... Oh, I don't think he is. That is a bit of a shame. Yeah, he goes down before he can do anything. That cleaver, though, it's pretty darn effective. And I have a feeling he's going to... He might survive this. Nope, nope. Alright, so we get to hit the front with fire. Is that good? Yes, yes it is. It will kill him. Killing him is very good because that means he doesn't get a skill off, even if he would have died anyways, which I don't think he would have, but... Alright, so... I can reduce the damage of the front guy, which will protect her. Yeah, that's the only way she survives, is with tiredness. Oh, he's attacking. Alright, well... Let's torch the back. At the very least, that does mean that, will this... No, I think we're better off with damage here. Just because he's already dealing reduced damage. I think it's honestly pretty solid. Yeah, 19, not that much. Now here, if this works... I feel like we're going to be in pretty good position. Now, the stun never seems to do anything. Can't attack during this turn. Yeah. So it's not a very good thing if you're going last, I guess. It just seems like it should last through. Ooh, I like a ballista. Yeah, I think I'll take a ballista. Give myself a good selection of traps. Okay, so I've got a little note here. We kind of got to take some people out. We'll tend to lose 2, so we'll take these 2 out. He's getting a little low as well. I would like to have a few more monsters, honestly. Okay, let's actually improve our traps. I really like upgrading that, and I think that seems like a pretty good upgrade. And you know, we'll go ahead and do that one as well. And we can just barely afford a trainer. Tax apply bleeding. That sounds really nice. And that'll be it. Okay. Can't do a course. We can do an event. Maybe we'll be lucky. Provide him with one of your employees. I mean, I really like this guy. Yeah, no, I don't think I can handle doing that. Alright, it's high time to go through the stockroom. During cleaning, one of your employees found this strange object. Enchanted cogs. Traps deal 20% additional damage and morale. Ooh, yes please. So we've got 5 artifacts down here. And each one of them can get 3 levels. Alright, and just because I didn't cover it, we do have our character, the Master, Slaveholder. We've got 1,200 out, 1,200 hit points, and we regen life per week. So if we took like a really nasty hit down here, odds are we're not going to be healed up by the next fight. So it is kind of an ongoing sort of thing. Also, you earn the perk points, which do persist between levels. I don't think anything else does. Or persists between runs, is what I meant to say. Of course, we haven't got anything that lets us upgrade them anyways. Let us go ahead and jump into the veterans. So this is going to be much harder. And could be very bad. Alright. So they've got really low armor. So I think the ballista could be very nice here. That doesn't mean we want physical damage as much as possible. And what do they have as far as, let's see, air, ice, fire in the front. So we don't want you in the front. We want you in the front. Maybe you in the front? And you in the middle. And that seems decent. Maybe didn't have as much what's your fire resist? 50, so we're going to hit you with that. I mean, if we're lucky, they'll still be affected by the loss in armor by the time they get there. So he's going to be quite good. Should be pretty solid. Mage in the middle. And the not very good gargoyle there. In general, I actually feel pretty good about this. Alright, so let's see the ballista. Real good damage there. Now that's... Oh, they shuffled us. That is really bad. We can almost kill the back person there. Oh, and they died of the poison. Beautiful. Or to the bleed, I guess? I don't know. Alright, so he just flipped his stats over here. Not great. Which means we... Well, it's good that he did that before we boosted. Okay, or we can freezing breath. Let's go ahead and slow both of them. We can at least make the slow tick up. If we survive that long. There we go. Alright, and you can ice block the back or freezing breath them again. I think we'll ice block the back. So he'll die to the Saul. Die to this. That seems pretty good. Okay. So we've just got the one guy. And we still have a group of monsters to go after. Plus, yeah, let's hit him with the burning whip. He'll be almost dead. So he gets this. I thought he was going to get to go off with a skill, but apparently not. Alright, we'll sharp horn him, and he's dead. Beautiful. You know, I'm going to take another enchanted cog. And make our traps that much better. Alright, so you can come back here. Now you guys have to come out. And I guess you'll go there. Yeah, playing a lot of catch-up here. Alright, so merchant, we can buy monsters and traps. We can plunder, get random things, or an event. We're going to go with plunder, which can likely get us some gold. So we've got a selection of 3 here. So the volunteers gain motivation. Decent, not great. 75% chance of one person being injured for 5 weeks. 100% chance to upgrading a trap. That sounds nice. Or gold gain and a chance of upgrading an artifact. We're going to try, or finding an artifact rather. We're going to hope this lands on one of the traps we like. Okay, got the ballista upgraded to level 3. And we can plunder one more time at least. Set a monster free. I wonder if that means that we find a monster or what exactly. Okay, so 75% chance of tiredness for all monsters. It's not great, but I liked cash. Okay, yeah, we're going to get the tiredness. And gold gain increased by 20%. Sounds nice. Get to plunder again. Okay. So gold gain, upgrade a trap, find a monster. Yeah, find a monster, not set a monster free. Like it shows it in green on the other one, but it doesn't sound that great, does it? Okay, bone catapult. Don't think it's one I really am concerned with. Black market lets us sell stuff. Neehoo, I like that very much. Alright, we're going to do one more defense, and that will be it for this episode. Alright, so I prefer not to put him in. You are hitting the front with air. How's your air defense? Not great. Well, I think we're just going to have to roll off of your HP there. And you hit the front with ice or area with ice. Yeah, that's not great. I think I need to put him in. What do you get with the back? Just some fire. Okay, let's try this. And we can hit everybody with broken armor. No, let's... Well, actually, broken armor here. We hit the spell. And then that there. So if they're still broken armor, they'll take more damage, right? And I think that's the setup we want there. I feel pretty confident about this one. And we get scrambled again, so that's a bit of a bummer. Alright, what is your armor like? Minus 30%, so let's hit you. Yeah, that archer's, yeah, not doing well. It's a problem I didn't pay attention to their skills or passives. Alright, let's go ahead and hit you. There's a good chance he's going to go down between the two spells. Or between the two traps, rather. He goes down to that one. And let's hit the front with fire. That's pretty good damage, actually. And are they still broken armored? Yes, they are. So that's pretty solid. Alright, they are still bleeding. They're on fire. They even have broken armor. That's excellent. Okay, not much damage, but stacks the bleeding further. And the more stacks, the more damage he loses per turn. Alright, we can take out the rear. So odds are the front dies. Oh, he turned that into enhanced resist. It's not great. A little too late to start attacking morale. Okay, he still has low-ish fire resist. So, oh, there he goes. Burns to death. Excellent. Okay, so we can take a flying dagger. Are you a trap, I guess? No, I don't think I want you. I think we'll just take the gold here. I should probably consider doing some more morale. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch my people around, and then we'll call that good. You go here. I think you need to come out, and let's bring you out. Alright. So, that was our first look. I hope you enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow to go a little further and see what else we can get into. But, until next time, catch you later.